What's up, everybody? It's your boy RealiTEA. I want to welcome you guys back to Spilling All the Tea. And like I said, we'll be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 11. Before I get started, I do want to apologize for this being late. I was extremely sick yesterday. Let's just say I couldn't keep anything down and everything was coming out. So, I mean, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Like I said, I think I probably ate something while I was out partying the night before. And yeah, kind of messed me up. So, I was able to watch the recap and barely take some decent notes, but nah. So what you're gonna get is the recap is what you're gonna get. Honestly, I want to say I found this episode to really be fucking boring. So I'm probably just gonna breeze through this because not a whole lot happened. Just a lot of catty shit. It didn't live up to the previous episode. I think in some aspects people was trying, but whatever. So like I said, as always, I'm gonna go ahead and got me some tea. This one a lot weaker than the others again, like I said, since everything I was, trying to eat and drink yesterday didn't sit, I had to take it slow, so take it slow on this one. Okay. It got a little bit of bite to it, but not as strong as it usually is. Hit this vape. Yep. Alright, now. Turn up. So it pretty much picks up where it left off. All the girls sitting down at the table, and of course Claudia and Nene, they continue to go back and forth. Claudia, she reads Nene just a little bit more, but I really didn't feel like getting into all the nitty gritty because at this point they was at the end of the conversation, or how we get to a point in the conversation where it's like you're really not going anywhere but down from there because you've already said everything you had to say. Pretty much that. So let me see. Demetria, Kenya, Cynthia, and Claudia leave. And, Claudia apologizes to Demetria for, just her actions and everything. I will say I was a little bit upset with Candy because she stayed back because, I don't know. I just never really saw her and Nene being like that damn close. And for her to stay there with that particular group, I do understand that for what it's worth, she is close to Phaedra. So maybe that's why she was there. But they was being real catty. Actually, both groups really were. So, I mean, that's pretty much all that was. Let me see. Now, one thing that I do want to mention that I did not mention in the last video is, before I read my last comment here, is Portia was being very extra. It's talking about, so, Nene left, now here's Nene, and all this extra shit, and I'm kind of looking like, alright, you ain't even on the show, so you doing extra. I understand you trying to keep yourself relevant, but you're doing a whole lot. And my thing is this, who the fuck is Nene? But yeah, fuck Nene. This is probably the most turned up y'all finna see me on this damn video, but fuck Nene. Because there was 3 different instances where Nene could have smooth popped the fuck out, but she didn't. Nene didn't pop up when Cherie straight up was all up in her shit. Not a damn thing. Nene didn't pop up when Marlo was face like, hey, what it do? Ain't nowhere to be found. Upon her first meeting Candy and her coming at Candy left, Candy pretty much made it clear, I'm trying not to go off on no damn body. Nene didn't pop out. So Nene only gonna pop out on, those that Nene can take. So with that being said, fuck Nene. Anyway, the only thing that Nene said that I appreciate is that she did tell Phaedra, you did throw shade at old girl. You did throw shade at Demetria. And, Phaedra laughed it off. Pretty much the end of that. Next day, you got Candy. She's on the phone talking business, discussing how A Mother's Love is pretty much going the road. They doing some revamping to the cast and everything like that. Pretty much it. Then you have, Portia, Nene, and Phaedra, they're all sitting down. Nene is saying that, she felt that her behavior might have been wrong, and some were just saying that amongst Portia and Phaedra. They cut to Claudia waking up, getting a drink, getting what is that? A pina colada, little morning cocktail. I guess she felt that, she deserved that from the night before, So then, Phaedra is saying how, she didn't sleep at all well, the night before, and also that Demetrius should not have invited her if this was going to happen. But here's my stance on this. Regardless of whether or not she invited you or not, you didn't have to fucking come. And real talk, I have an event and you show up and automatically you throwing shade, you best believe I'm gonna go the fuck in. I don't care who the fuck you are. You're not finna come at me left. Not period. So it's one of those ways, oh, well, you should have invited me, and even at the same time, yeah, don't invite me to nothing else. Why don't you just don't fucking come? Why don't we do it that way? Why don't you stay your little raggedy ass at home? Because last time I checked, your man about to go to fuck to jail, and you got 2 motherfucking kids that probably need you while you sitting out here trying to get your motherfucking groove back. That's all the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, Candy walks in. Phaedra mentions that, she was up till morning, and, Nene feels that, she's talking to a boo thing. Really don't fucking care. But what I will say is this. If you got your boo thing, and you talking to your boo thing, and you still legally married, I don't have to say no more about that. So now we move on to Demetria. Demetria's at her, rehearsal, doing her, doing her 1-2 step and all that stuff, trying to get ready. Doing some vocal runs too. Pretty much it. Moving on. It goes back to Candy, Phaedra, Nene, and Portia. And Candy's like, hey, let's go, jewelry shopping. So they go jewelry shopping. And Candy wants to do another bedroom Candy. But she is determined that I don't like zero drama. Let's just bring everybody together. So now you have Kenya, Cynthia, and Claudia. They go for pina coladas. They recap the previous night. And pretty much Kenya, I guess for her, looking back at everything, oh, wow, I'm proud of my girl because, she went in, read a whoop, wop, the whoop. Hey, all I'm going to say is this, Claudia, kudos for that. That's about it. Now, Demetria meets up with Phaedra, and she wants to smooth things out before the party. So Demetria apologizes, which I will say this. Demetria, you did absolutely nothing wrong. But I think I said this in my previous recap where, sometimes it takes a, very mature person to apologize, even though they may not have done anything wrong. And I think she was, just upset at how she went in on Phaedra. But the reality is this. Did she have to react? She didn't. But when, relationship, like I said, she mentioned, talking about my relationship, and Phaedra was like, da-da-da-da, and it's one of those words, it's like, hey, all that built up and ensued. I will say that, yes, she should have came to her on the low like she did in this particular scene, but the fact that Phaedra was sitting there and continuing to throw shade before the dinner started, hey, you got what you deserve. So, y'all probably wouldn't have apologized, because fuck it. I said what the fuck I said, it is what the fuck it is. That's just me. So, moving on, the girls on the beach. Let's see, the girl. So, Candy asked Portia about her boo. She says it's too much distance. Whatever. So then Candy asks a question, what do you say to your man to turn him on? Portia starts rambling. Like I said, she is not the smartest of all the girls. She's very beautiful. Like I said, I would never take anything away from my black women. She is very beautiful. Very beautiful. But I'm not going to lie. And ladies, I know y'all probably going to be mad as hell when I say this, but I'm going to be 100 with you. That's all I can be. She one of those just pretty much need to just stand the fuck there and look pretty. You don't need to say nothing. And I'm going to talk about that a little later on because there's been many instances where she made herself look completely stupid, but I'm going to just say that. So, they start playing a hot potato with a dildo. All right, that's... Yep. And, of course, Needy won that. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, Candy, Nene, Portia, Phaedra, they on the beach. And for what it's worth, they're on the beach. You got the other girls, pretty much sitting in like a little jacuzzi. And it kind of keeps cutting back and forth, back and forth. It's pretty much idle talk. This is nothing but filler type shit. This is an episode that probably could have been done in a 30-minute window, which probably would have been like 20 minutes a video instead of how long it actually was. Like, this is nothing but a filler. So, nothing really happened. Like I said, if you want to know exactly what happened, if you haven't already seen the episode, watch the episode. But nothing's really happening here. So, they all get on. So, the next scene is, actually, the one thing that I do want to comment before I get to that, Candy did say one thing. She was hoping that both groups would stay apart pretty much the remainder of the trip, or at least long enough for them to make it to Demetrius' event with no drama. So, they get on the bus, next scene, and Nene kind of, she could be real extra. And even though I'm a slightly shade, I'm going to give her props at the same exact time. But, she was pretty much saying how people like to take her accolades. Talking about how, the new norm was canceled. But when one door closes, another one opens. So now she's going to be on Broadway. Now, that's one of the things where it's just like, I see what you did, but you didn't have to do it like that. You could have just made just a general announcement to shut all the bitches down. But she was like, I'm going to give y'all 2 tickets, pretty much to bring your man, your boo thing, your minions, whoever the fuck you want to bring along, you can bring them. Now, me, I would have been like, what, you guys, I have an announcement. Another, like I said, another opportunity has presented itself. I'm going to be on Broadway, and I'm going to give each of y'all 2 tickets if y'all so want to come. And that would have been my way of pretty much just say what the fuck you want to say, motherfuckers, I'm on Broadway. But I wouldn't have did what she did, because it was almost like, I'm putting it out there, but I want to stir up some shit. But again, it's fucking Nene. And, whatever. So, she says that, and, you can say whatever you want to say about Cynthia, but she did say something. She was just like, she's proud for any of her, black people, her sisters that are making it. And she congratulated Nene. And even though Nene shades the fuck out of her and literally comes at her left, but again, that's because you allow it, Cynthia, I do appreciate the fact that, hey, even though we not cool, I'ma still congratulate you. That's a woman move. I appreciate that. So Claudia chimes in, and, she kind of piggybacks, but then she brings up the previous night. Now, here's the thing. You could have easily just said, congrats, this, that, and the third. Now, what I will say is you read Nene the night before. But right now, the fact that you bringing this shit back up in this type of setting, it's almost like, okay, you can't leave the previous night alone. Now you're just trying to find some shit to go in on. And, they going back and forth talking about how Juan took someone else's accomplishments and blah, blah, blah. Shit really wasn't important. It was just one of those where it's just like, alright, again, either you're just fighting for the TV time, or I don't know what the fuck happened. But again, the exchange from the night before, on point. This one right here, not so much. So, they both apologize. And Nene actually apologized several damn times in, this scene, which, like I said, I think it was Candy who had said, look, take the apology, because she hasn't even apologized to her lifelong friend, Cynthia. So the fact that she's offering you an apology, no matter how you feel about it, you might want to fucking take it. And I feel the same exact way. Take the damn apology and keep pushing. That's how I feel. So Portia jumps in saying that she needs to be happy someone is apologizing to her. And Claudia pretty much says that she doesn't like double standards. Mostly because when she was called a whore, Portia thought that to be so funny, but she is messing around with a married African man. And, yeah, not a lot of people was happy about that. Now, you got some people that feel like whoever the fuck she's fucking with is her business, woo-wop-de-woo, all this other stuff. If she can get a married man to give her whatever, and she ain't got to pay for it, it's in her name, it is what the fuck it is. But, I will say Claudia does bring up a good point. If you're messing around with a married man, that makes you a whore. That makes you a side piece. Now, if you content with your position, all power to you. If you content with your position. But understand, you're still a fucking hoe. Whoremonger. Jezebel. Whatever you want to call it. Yes, I went to the Bible for some of y'all that called that. Yes, that's what you are. Just saying. But while you sitting here all types of mad and shit, it look like in the next episode, Claudia finna step to your previous husband. They ain't none of my business. Haha. So let me see. Kenya chimes in saying that you know, Portia doesn't pay for anything. You know, Portia getting mad. Portia like, you know, I got my own hair company, and Claudia's like, everyone does. Now, before I get into the dumb shit that Portia said, Claudia, that right there was real fucking low. Because Portia's right. You just took her accolade. You didn't have to say that. You really could have kept that to yourself, regardless if everybody has, you know, a hair company. Let her have her business. Let her have that. Regardless, you know, like, don't do that to her. But the fact that she's doing television outside of Housewives, where she's doing cameo, she's getting paid for what she does. Now, again, like I said, I'm one of those where shit, pimp, you know, pimp, game recognized game, all this other shit. If she content being a hoe, but she's able to pimp this dude to get all the shit that she wants, hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm not. In addition to your motherfucking side hustles. Just saying. But Portia says that she is a contradictory. YouTube fam. When she said that, I'm sitting here like, come on now. You have already said some shit. You know, the fact that, you know, you thought that the Underground Railroad was an actual motherfucking train and shit. And now she could have said you are a walking contradiction. That would have sounded better, but you are a contradictory. Portia, baby girl. I'm gonna say what Claudia said. You need to keep your words to two syllables. Two. Just don't go past that because you doing too much. You know, again, like I said before, you somebody that you just need to stand there and look pretty and be that side piece, or you know, the boo thing, the main thing, whatever position you're trying to play, be that. But don't, you know, just don't say shit. Keep your damn mouth shut. So all the ladies show up late to Demetria's event. I don't know how it happened, but it did. But they show up late. But they arrive, you know, for the performance. And might I say, when she did Keep It 100, I'm sitting back hoping, like, please bring out, you know, brat tat tat, baby. Because for y'all that don't know, yes, I'm in South Korea right now. But I'm from Chicago, Chi-Town, the windy motherfucking city. Born and raised, bred, all this perfection right here. So I'm like, please let her bring out Brat. And Brat came out doing what Brat do. Shut it the fuck down. I was like, yes, baby. Ah. So happy to see Brat. But Demetria gave a very, very great performance. Like I said, I haven't checked out her music, but I will say from what I've seen, no shade, is not anything that I would necessarily listen to, because, you know, I don't know. Like I'm all, like I said, I do listen to various genres, but I'm used to that throwback, that throwback R&B, that, you know, that let me hold you tight, just for one night, you know, where shit you could take 3 10-piece songs, you know, and make a song, you know, where he say, close the door, baby, turn off the lights, your love was a TKO. Like, this is what I grew up on, even though I'm only 28. I'm not gonna say how old my parents are, because they ain't none of y'all damn business, but let's just say they put me up on what real music is. Now, can she sing? That girl can blow. She can she can give it to you. But, you know, I'm a supporter. I'm gonna see what she got going on. And I might do a review on her album. I ain't saying that I will, but I might. But pretty much that's all that happened on Housewives, you guys. Like I said, nothing really happened. It was very catty. It was just a whole lot of blah, 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 a whole lot of recap of the night before, all this other shit. And there's other things that I could have paid attention to. I'm just not going to, because I don't have the time for it. And also, I need to go ahead and, watch Love and Hip Hop New York. So I'm doing this. As soon as this is done, I'm going to add a little bells and whistles to this, upload it, and I'm saying this, and I probably shouldn't say it because you guys want to see it anyway. I'm going to upload this, and as this is exporting and uploading, I'll be watching Love and Hip Hop New York. Getting my notes for that. And I'll be jumping right into that recap. So by the time I get done with that, this should be done exporting. And I can record the next one. And like I said, hopefully next week I'm not as late. Again, I truly, truly do apologize for my tardiness with all this. But like I said, yesterday I was sick. So, given all that, you know, if you guys want, I recommend, you know, 2 particular females to watch their recaps. Because I've been watching them. I have been, like, all over the place because they are so hilarious. And that's Squeaky Jones, and that is, you know, Miss Yoshi. Like I said, the last recap, Squeaky Jones, this girl love you, baby. She pulled out a book as she was talking about a read, closed the book and talked about how Claudia read Nene. Now, for those of y'all that watch Yoshi, we all know Yoshi is Nene. She team Nene. Y'all real, like, I mean, I got my, I know who I rep, but when I do my recaps, damn it, I'm going to put everybody on the same damn plateau, and I'm going to read all y'all motherfucking asses equally. But with that being said, yes, I recommend if y'all haven't seen theirs, I know Yoshi already did hers, please watch theirs. I'm pretty sure you will be highly entertained, more or less from them and this one, because like I said, with this one, I didn't really go too much in, because maybe just because I was sick yesterday that I didn't really take good notes. I don't know. But, as I always say, if you like this video, go ahead, get a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe. Like I said, there's more coming. If you guys have not checked it out, you should see it somewhere in here. I did a in the kitchen segment on how I made my Long Island iced teas, and I do plan on having more in the kitchen segments coming. That one I recorded myself. That's a little you know, ghetto, you know, a little yeah. But to show you guys some of the other things that I do in the kitchen and share those recipes with you guys. Like I said, there's other recaps coming. Like I said, in April, Basketball's Wives LA is coming back out, so I'm probably going to recap that amongst other things. Let me see. So, also, if you have any comments, by all means, leave them down below. Like I said, if y'all want to sit here and go left on me, if y'all want to sit here and be like, hey, y'all real, this right here look like pubic hair sitting on your head, you can say that too. You know, hey, whatever you want to say down there, please do. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I love you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. And even with 2 of my videos, well over 100 views, so, and they're housewives. So that's why I gotta hurry this up there. But thank you so much for rocking with me. I love you guys. Have a great day. L'chaim. And I'll see you guys next time.